Okay, so you saw the topic. Do you think social media is making this younger generation better or worse?
It's making it worse, bro. Um, so for starters, I would say I'm not gonna like just throw out like many different things, but I'm gonna keep it simple to what I gotta say. So for starters, for what I have to say, I would have to say like for people that are my color or skin, they are definitely worse right now. And there's a thing going on called black fatigue. You can look it up on TikTok and stuff. It explains it a lot better. But like in other words, it's just ghetto-ness everywhere. And
Yeah.
it's a terrible thing. People are dying. It's a lot of black on black violence. I'm not saying that any other race doesn't kill their own race, but you know, just in general, I feel like my race is like just is going through like some type of crisis right now. So yes, I would say it is making the generation, our younger generation, or generations in a whole, the worst because they don't know what they're doing, and like people just think that guns and stuff is always the answers. Everybody wants a Switch, everybody wants a Hellcat, everybody wants a Dodge Charger, everybody wants a Chrysler. Like there's so many different things that people want, and it's terrible. It's just like everybody has like the same mindset. No one wants to be different.
Yes, yes. And now I will say, I got younger siblings, of course. And and as the oldest, I didn't get my phone until I was about 13 to get social media and all that stuff with, of course, parental controls. But one thing I've noticed is that each younger sibling has gotten, a phone younger and younger, and it's just I've seen the downfalls of it. I've seen they're a lot more rude. They're not as calm as everyone else. I
That's what
just
I'm
don't
saying.
see
That
anything
too.
good.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Exactly. If anyone else has anything to add, go ahead. This is a YouTube recording, just so you are aware.
Oh yeah, what's the channel, man?
It is my name's the Gamer Grid. I have 1.53K.
1.53. Congrats, man.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Now, like I said, you've all seen the title. What do you think about it?
Shit, I'm just here to listen for real. I don't even know.
Yeah. Boss or Lord, do you have anything to say? Oh, all right. Maddie's joined.
What?
Okay, wait. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you now.
Okay, so I take care of a 7-year-old, and it's insane what social media can do. Because
It,
keep in mind, she's 7. She's more interested in makeup than I am. Like, it's insane what she wants to be.
yeah, I've seen that. Like a lot. Like let's just self bodily harm too. Like just kids are having these unrealistic expectations of what they see online. Because basically, it's not like caring about yourself. You see other people's lives compared to yours, and you have these unrealistic expectations for yourself that
Exactly.
that might come true. Like maybe 20 years later, or it might not come true at all, and you're just trying to fight that battle that you might not even reach.
Like, I had internet when I was younger, but it wasn't this internet that's now.
No.
Can I
Yeah.
say something?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I think it depends on what side of social media that they're on, because I know that, like, obviously the internet can be a good place for learning things, and I know I love English. I know that the internet is teaching younger kids a lot of things quicker, which can be a good thing. But things that are like sensitive topics, like abortions and things like that, that are for more mature people to talk about. Younger people are learning about that and talking about it and making opinions on it when they don't know fully what it is. And they're, causing arguments over it. I think it's just, and people don't hide things anymore on social media either. Things that should be PG, they don't hide that
Yeah.
anymore. I think that's a bit strange. I
Yeah.
just think it all
No.
depends on what they're looking at.
Yeah, one thing that I have definitely noticed, speaking of which, is like you said, it's a great place for learning. Like when I was younger, all I had was a Leapfrog and a Kindle Fire. Like I kept things simple, or like cool
Yeah.
games. Like I did stuff that would help me learn, and my parents would put parental controls onto my stuff, so I didn't go onto the wrong things. But there's
Mhm.
parents nowadays that are just way too lazy to raise their own kids. And for the real parents out there, I do not mean that in any shape or form if you're doing the right thing. But there are some people out there that are just, like giving their kids social media and going like, here you go, without actually raising them properly. And I think that's just a horrible way to do things.
Yeah, I had a Leapfrog too, and I had a DS, and you know what that is, right?
Yeah, I have one.
Oh, I had one of them when I was younger, and I played Mario Kart, and then I was only allowed to watch TV at night, like, well, in the evening after school, and then that was it.
Yeah.
I wasn't, and I did have a phone, but I wasn't interested in it, and I think that's not the case now. Like, if a kid has access to a phone, they're taking it.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Um,
addicted.
Yeah, but it just wasn't like that before.
Mm-mm.
But I feel like kids are a lot more trying to be older than they actually are.
Yeah, I mean,
Because my
like,
brother,
oh, go ahead.
sorry, no, my brother's 8, and he acts a lot more grown than I did when I was his age. And
Yeah,
it's just, yeah.
yeah. I'm just kind of like sad being part of this, like, early Gen Z types and being part of it, and just watching this younger generation just tear itself apart. Like, because my parents always treated me like, like teach, talk to people with respect. And these younger generations, dude, like I see no respect in their conversations. Like they're just dissing on one another constantly. Like
Okay,
you'll
so I
hear
got
a
a question.
compliment or two, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but like, what race do you think like is like the most disrespectful?
Ooh,
White.
okay. Wow, that's a heavy one. Honestly, I
White.
try.
White men, white males.
Honestly,
Are you sure it's not
I
black guys?
No, white men.
I gotta
white
say.
men.
Maddie, what race are you?
White. I'm white.
Oh, okay.
I gotta say it's really mixed. It depends on.
So
the
you think the
person,
same
if I
about your
had to say.
father?
I'm going with the safe option, saying it really
Yes.
depends on the person.
Oh, that's nice.
For both. So, like, I'm gonna keep this safe because I do not want to say the wrong thing and get canceled for it. So,
Oh,
You're
you gonna get
teenage
canceled
boys.
for it, bro. Trust.
yeah.
Teenage boys, no matter what race they are.
Teenage boys.
teenage
Okay,
boys-
yes, I can
not
agree
all
with
of
that
them.
one. Not all,
Not
but
all
yes.
of them.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
most
them.
of them. Oh,
Oh. Yeah, I agree though. Like not all of them, but most I've seen in my middle school life, that is true. Good.
you know, I was just on a server with a bunch of boys who were like 17, and they were talking about how women deserve like to be essayed, and they enjoy
What?
it. Like it's okay
Essay?
because they enjoy it. And someone
Like
said,
Shakespeare? Like an essay?
no, like
What are you
I
talking
can't say
about?
the actual word. I
Yeah,
can't
she
say it,
can't
but
say
Assault,
it.
bro. Assault, bro.
assault, yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Why couldn't you said that in the first place?
Roblox.
because it's the first word I can't say.
Roblox, bro.
But
Yeah,
they
I
were
know
saying
we're
that they
Roblox.
deserve it and they like it. And then someone said, "Oh, what if that was your mom or your daughter or your sister? Like, would you still feel the same?" And they were like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
because they didn't."
Whoa.
And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, but I think we're off topic. Weren't we talking about social media?
Yeah.
yeah, but we were talking. Yes, but
I
we
gotta
started talking about
say-
who's disrespectful."
All right, but I'm gonna try circling back on topic for this one. I gotta say probably 2020 is what probably ruined the society even more. Is when everyone was forced to stay indoors with social media, and I don't know. I feel like people were allowed to say and speak what they want, being able to argue with other people and get away with it. But the second they had to get off social media, go back to school, go face to face with people, they were so quiet. And like, I'm not saying
Cup?
I'm not saying, social media or oh my god, what am I trying to say here? I had it.
Take your time.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, when you had to go back and see people's face, like you didn't really want to talk to them because you didn't know what to do. You're normally used to FaceTiming your friends or like, texting them, playing games with them. But I've noticed like when it came back to the real world, you didn't know exactly what to do, how to talk to them. It's almost like they were unrecognizable.
Unrecognizable in a good way.
I mean, it was kind of like a mix of good and bad way because you're used to seeing them in a mask the entire time when you came back, and then after wearing it for so long and seeing what they fully looked like, it was almost as if you couldn't recognize that person anymore because you're so used to
Yeah.
like seeing them without a mask on FaceTime and stuff before they went back to school and all that. But when they went back to school and they had to be hidden behind a mask, you got so used to their like half of their face being covered up to the point where you couldn't even recognize them when they took it off. Anyone else want to say something?
Okay. So I got another thing to talk about, like another just small topic to talk about when it comes to social media. So like you're saying that 2020 was like the worst, right?
2020 vision.
Yeah, I think
Alright,
that's where
Tyler.
it kind of took its peak. I think that's when it kind of took its peak. Like it was somewhat bad before, but when we were forced into our homes, I think that's where it really started to kick off.
I can somewhat agree with that because I mean, yeah, we had to like stay indoors, like to do a whole bunch of other stuff because like it was COVID and stuff going on, and you don't want to get sick. And then there's pretty much, I don't even know if there's even like a cure for COVID. I think it goes away on its own, and like you can die from it though, which is actually pretty scary. But I would say that just social media and stuff, it's a good and a bad thing. It's more like
Yeah.
I look at it more of like just bad as a whole because like people just think that social media is their life. I mean, especially like the younger generation. Everybody just doesn't know how to like. Everybody doesn't know what the word like respect means anymore. Like they don't know what the word respect means, and that's sad. It's really horrible.
No, they really don't. I will say though, one thing that I really don't like is the fact that Facebook, Snapchat, all those things are now adding AI. I don't like how they're doing
AI.
that. Yeah, AI, dude. It's like a real thing on Snapchat, YouTube, like all that stuff.
What?
Yeah, they're adding AI to everything now. Like they're even doing it to sunglasses and everything in the real world too. And I don't know, it's scary, man. I don't like using AI. I think that's just like another way the government's trying to like watch over us. Like I've never trusted AI in my life because you don't know what it does. Well, we know what it does, but you don't know what it's actually hiding.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Nah, because who the fuck farts it?
What?
Who farted? Someone farted.
Bart, did you just fart, bro?
What?
Yeah, you farted, bro.
And that's gonna get me canceled. We're just gonna turn their.
I didn't do anything.
Oh.
I was just thinking about what you said earlier about kids not knowing respect.
Oh no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that person that randomly joined. I'm gonna have to edit that one out.
Oh, okay. Wait, are you recording?
Yeah, I've been recording this entire time.
Back to what you were saying, bro. What are you thinking about? Like, what do you have to say?
Nah, I'm just saying that they don't know respect because they don't know how to use social media. If they actually went through, for example, Brandon the Barber or Love and Light, they would actually get the real values that aren't taught at school, like embracing nature, for example.
You forgot Dreamy Bull, but I know where this is going.
Yeah, I'm a little confused right now.
But they actually teach you how to respect your partner. And you gotta acknowledge
that doesn't, bro. You talking about men that make love to each other. I know where this is going, bro. That's a little that's not what we're talking about.
No, we're talking about social media has been making this younger generation better or worse.
Yeah, but they do social media.
Bro, they talk about their content, bro. They don't talk about social media.
Yeah, so you know Love and Light TV, right? So you know what he talks about.
Yes, I know Love and Light TV.
You gotta
That's
be careful with your partner. Yeah, you gotta be careful with your partner because you don't know what you're diving into.
What does that have to do with the younger generation, bro?
Because they
Okay, now that that's over with, anyone else got something to say? Sorry, I had to kick him. That was going absolutely nowhere. Don't censor me, buddy. You're gonna get censored. Like, you were literally
Bro.
off topic by a mile. Like, I'm trying to
Not
get
even gonna
content
lie.
here, and you're like throwing me off. I can't do that. Did I just sound back? I just had it in the back. Hang
yeah,
on.
read
Boop.
read what I just.
What? Whoops, did not mean to do that. Okay, there we go. We're back on track. Welcome, Ollie. Would you like to say anything about the topic?
Hello. I don't know what to really say, to be honest. I feel like it could go either way. It can make them worse, but it can also make them better, I believe.
Yeah, no, you can say what you want here. Like, you can say if it's good or bad. We're talking about both situations here, so.
I can give a reason for both situations, but I don't want to feel like I'm yapping, but I'll just keep it short and sweet. It possibly, I'll go with the better option first. So it could possibly be better for them, obviously, because, like, things that are being shared now, obviously, it's not really good and whatnot, but obviously, because it's not as, I don't know, can't really explain it. Just like, the stuff that's being shared nowadays, it could give them more of an insight of like what their future is going to be like and stuff like that. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So
And what
like,
about the bad?
it can be the bad one. It's because of the things that are being shared. It is starting to like destroy a lot of young people's lives and stuff like that. Like, I'm a big young people voice person, so I have awards, not to thingy, but I have awards for teaching young people and young citizen awards and stuff like that. Because I'm a big like I'm one of those people who will look out for the young people and stuff like that. So I work with like younger kids and tell them about social media and stuff like that, and I explain to them the dangers and the positives to it and stuff like that. And obviously because obviously AI and stuff is coming up, that obviously it is a bigger thing now because kids nowadays don't know what the difference is, and if someone goes on the wrong platform or is there on the wrong, what's the word in, like wrong place, wrong time or something, that can really lead to something that is just very dangerous for a young person and whatnot. And I just think it needs to be looked into a lot more and people need to be more aware and stuff like that.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Like, I've seen what it does to this younger generation. Like you said, like, let's say makeup, for example. Like, I remember when I was younger, young girls weren't doing any of that. But now, when they see other people's lives that are, like, possibly better than theirs, I would see them, like, trying to start makeup and, like, change themselves as a person entirely. And it's just not healthy.
No, I totally get what you mean. It's like, kind of like, I hate wording. Like, I cannot think of
It's alright, take your time.
like. No, it's like stereotypish. Like, a girl has to be a girl and a boy has to be a boy and stuff like that. And you have to like look the part in a way. It is really sad for young girls nowadays as well. Obviously, I am considering young men and stuff like that. They are a big part too. They've not been forgotten. But for young women, they're stereotyped quite a lot. And I think it's just all down to the internet as to why, like, they're looking at all these influencers and stuff and they're looking at them and they're like, they're wanting to be like them. But it's actually impossible. And like, girls nowadays don't know like how to find themselves in a way and whatnot. So it is really hard, and I do feel for these like basically children and even people our age, like my age, like it's still really, really hard, and you'll never be able to actually find yourself without coming off things like that and actually exploring yourself and things like that to try and figure out like, like to know the difference, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. All right. So we do have 3 new people. Would you guys like to say anything about the topic or go off of what Ollie said?
Hey guys. I didn't really I joined halfway through, but based on the prompt, I would just say that social media is making the younger generation worse.
All right. Do you have any reason for that?
Well, first of all, I feel like the media has become a really like big reference for information for the new generation. And I think that can be very dangerous because the media and social media just corrupts and distorts information. And it's not always the truth. And a lot of younger people have been brought up with it. So they're more likely to just believe anything they see online. And I think that can be very damaging and a very negative way to gain information. Like, no child, well, obviously, because they're children, but I don't think any of the newer generation are like reading BBC News or anything like that. They're just getting all their information from TikTok, Instagram. And it's just negative because a lot of that is distorted and it's propaganda and stuff like that. And then also, I feel like other things like body image and like stigma around certain topics is negatively impacting them as well. Like, for example, racism is being so normalized on social media. And I feel like that's obviously going to have negative implications for the younger generation because, again, like I said, the media is very influential for them.
Yes, and one thing I do have to add on about that is the use of AI, like, because people are using AI for
Yes.
absolutely everything, and people keep
Oh
thinking,
my
like,
gosh,
everything they
yes.
see with that is real. And you can see, like,
Yes.
distinct features, like, someone can have, like, an extra finger or, like, something on social media, and, like, kids are gonna go crazy over it thinking it's real.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, AI has become so scary because it's so real. I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind a bit of AI here and there, but like recently, like they're literally just posting normal content which you wouldn't even realize was AI unless someone told you, and that's just really scary.
And Crocs, you said you love AI. Do you have a reason for that?
It's very useful. I love it. Easy chat GPT. I love asking it one simple thing and gives me the results that I want.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
very useful.
Yeah, see,
Love it.
AI could be good in that way too. Yes, I get where you're going with that.
I'm not
Okay,
saying
so what
it's
if you were
a good
using
thing.
it to
I'm just saying it's a good,
write an
useful
essay
tool.
or something though?
It's
Using
a
it for
useful
what?
tool.
I'm saying like if you were to use it to write an essay, like don't you think like a teacher will notice? Or like no?
Yeah, they got certain
I mean,
apps
there's
for those now.
AI. Yeah, there's AI detection things. But I love using AI. I love using it for grammar checks. I love using it to help me with a guide or whatever thing I'm struggling on. It can just give me an easy answer. I don't have to go through pages of information on something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mimi, you've been
Okay.
here for a while without having the chance to say anything. Would you like to add something?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm trying. Sorry, my English is not so good. I'm actually from Germany.
That's so
I've
cool.
seen you
Gotcha.
before.
That
Yeah,
is
no, that's
amazing that
okay.
you speak German.
Yeah, no, I understand a little
So
German, so
I'm trying my best now, okay?
yep.
I think social media can also destroy people in an emotional way. Because when I was like 15 years old, I used to post videos on TikTok, and all the comment sections were full like with hate. They told me I'm ugly. They told me I should stop doing TikTok dances. And at first I ignored it because I thought it was normal. Everyone's doing this, and I don't know, everyone is getting hate. But I never got a compliment, so just made me uncomfortable, and yeah, it destroyed my confidence.
Yeah, it just kind of made you self-conscious about yourself.
Yes. So I
I'll
think
be so for real.
I think younger people shouldn't use like social media because, yeah, I don't know how to explain. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Crocs, you could go.
Yeah.
I thought you had something you want to say.
Yeah, no. Oh, sorry. No, social media should be 18 plus. I don't care. There are good uses. Everyone can admit it. YouTube has great tutorials for how to tie a tie and whatnot, how to change a spare tire. But kids should be outside. They should see the sun, because most kids now aren't even at the correct reading age they should be at. And I don't even think they touch books anymore.
No, they don't. And I can agree with that.
I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna have a child with social media until they're like at least 16.
Exactly, and that is why I am making this video right now that I'm recording. Is to get this and people's voices out there to show that, social media is okay for some reasons, but, for the younger generation, they should not be having it at all. They should be going outside, reading books, like doing something with friends.
Please, can I add on?
Go
It's
ahead.
like, I'm just really, really sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Same with what is it? Hold on, let me double check before I say it.
Just Croc.
Yeah, I just said that.
Just that.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with what they've said about a lot of kids don't go outside and stuff like that. And they're not like, I can come from like a personal experience. My younger sister, she's 13 years of age, and she has a reading age of a 7-year-old actually, because she's not been educated and because she's always on social media and things like that. She's never picked up a book and read it and whatnot, and it is really, really bad for her, like, because she's going to struggle in the future and whatnot, and it's just a real shame, like, because a lot of other kids are going through the same thing too. And going back to what the other girl said before about like bullying and things like that, I'm really, really sorry that happened to her. I don't know if she's still here. I think she is. I am incredibly sorry that has actually happened to you. It should never happen to anybody. It's just sad and whatnot.
Yeah, you gotta toughen up a little bit.
Oh.
No, because
No, I'm just being honest. You just gotta toughen up a little bit.
no, but like it can really.
No, but like, no, you just gotta toughen up a little bit.
No, but like,
You know, my name is, they call me Tommy Tough Knuckles. You know that? Toughest dude in town. Toughen up a little bit, buddy. Yeah,
No,
you're getting bullied online. Turn the game off, man. Just turn the game off. Not that hard. Anyways, I think social media is making the younger generation a lot better. It's giving a lot of shining a lot of light onto the Jewish people and the Indians. It's making people a lot more aware of the issues going on in the world, especially the Jewish people. It's really shining light on the big issue that they're running everything. Thank you. That's my 30 seconds right there.
Great talk, buddy. Thank you.
Holy.
Yeah, any questions?
Holy moly.
No, I have a question for you. So, if you think it's actually really better, what do you think about like kids who are actually seeing these type of things and
Bro,
like
it doesn't matter, bro. AI is taking over. I'm gonna have like a robot like wiping my box in the future, bro. It doesn't matter. Like everything you do doesn't matter, dude. It does not matter. If you're losing brain cells from the game, bro, that's the parenting issue, you know. If your kid's like sucking on his thumb and watching his iPad at 14, bro, like you just got to do something about that. It doesn't come down to the kids. I mean, I was watching people get like beheaded in like elementary school, and that was before like the iPad kid era. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's true. But it also comes down to the people who are posting things like that. Do you know what I mean?
It's the internet. You literally can't change that no matter what. I literally remember I was in like 3rd grade and I was watching like ISIS executions on YouTube. Like it was just like on there. Like you can't change that. I mean, nowadays it's even worse. Like
crazy.
Discords and like Telegrams and stuff like that. I mean, these kids, it's so much worse nowadays. I can't even imagine what they're seeing. But like the main issue is them getting like groomed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
that is a big issue actually for kids, because obviously they don't know what's what, and then it is really, really, really easy to.
Yeah, I mean, I support a game is game. At the end of the day, you know, if they want to get some play, let them get play. But like, a little strange, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold up. I'm gonna stop the recording real quick. Give me like 5 seconds.